What's up, y'all? It's me, Sydney. I'm back again with another video. Today's video is a recipe. This is the recipe that I make usually during the holidays or like a birthday parties or anything like that. It's usually a dish that everybody loves and everybody always asks for. Excuse my daughter, she's over here in the corner asking for some snacks. She finished them, that's why. But yes, I usually make this during like parties and stuff like that, and it's really a hit, you guys. It's really simple and really easy. The only thing is it takes a little time. It takes about 8 hours to make, but I'm telling you, it tastes hella good. It is long, so I suggest either make this the night before or early in the morning. Stay tuned and watch. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you tried my recipe. Let me know if it was a hit or if it was a miss. Okay, this is literally all you need for the Mississippi roast. You need your flour, your Au Jus gravy mix, seasoning packet, and the ranch seasoning packet. Also a stick of butter and pepperoncinis, and you need the whole pepperoncinis. And of course the main ingredient, you guys, is the roast. You can get any type of beef roast. It could be pork. This is beef, but just make sure it has the word roast in it. You also need a nice crock pot. Make sure it's a big enough size to fit. This is about almost 4 pounds. Make sure it's big enough to fit and cook 4 pounds of meat. Okay, let's start cooking. Okay, so the very first thing that you need to do is, of course, clean your meat. So what I like to do is take it out of the package. It's real gross, I know. That's why you gotta clean it. And make sure you're using cold water. Cold water, I don't know why you're supposed to use it, but I know that you're supposed to use cold water and not hot. And literally just rub the meat like this. You take your salt, a Martin regular salt, and you literally, this is how I disinfect my meat. Make sure that it's really clean. The salt will kill most of the bacteria, and then you'll kill the rest of it by cooking. So don't be afraid to be heavy with the salt, because you're not going to be using it in your cooking. The salt is just used to clean the meat right now. Make sure all the salt is washed off. Then what you need to do is take a bunch of paper towel and pat your meat dry. Not too dry, because you still need the flour to soak into the meat, but just take all that water out if you can, you know. That's pretty good, because like I said, you don't want to do too much, because you still need the flour to stick to the meat. But it's pretty good. Okay, so now that we have our meat cooked, we need to flour it, sorry, you can't talk, and put a little salt and pepper. What I like to do is take like a mat of some kind. I don't know, this is a cutting mat, and then you take the flour and you kind of just pour a little over the mat. Babe, you're talking in my video. Put the flour down like this and put a little pepper. I also like to put it on the meat, so I'll do it both. And just like a little salt. Doesn't have to be too much salt, because you already have salt in the seasoning packet. And you take it like that. This is when I'll do more salt and pepper. So I'll take the pepper and pepper both sides, salt both sides, and put some more flour, just a little bit, because you already have a lot on the bottom, so you don't need too much. Roll up your sleeves, girl, because it's gonna get messy. Then pat it like you're patting someone's back. In the meantime, because what we're gonna do, we're gonna brown each side of the roast so that it will thicken as it cooks and it won't be too liquidy, and it just like keeps in the flavor. As you're doing this, You're gonna want to heat your oil in a pan. Make sure the pan's big enough to fry one whole side like this. I think it's ready to be browned now. I know that the oil is done. How you could tell if your oil's done heating up is take some flour and literally just splash, and it's supposed to instantly evaporate. And you want to fry this for 6 to 7 minutes per side. If you're trying to turn the meat and it begins to stick at the bottom, that means that your meat is not done to flip over. So you're going to wait a little bit till it's crusty so that you can correctly brown your meat. Okay, you guys, it's been about 6 minutes already, so it's time to flip the roast now. Be gentle, be very careful, because you don't want to get splashed with hot oil. So you're going to leave this here for another 6 minutes. Make sure that your fire is on medium. I want to show you the crispiness of how it's supposed to look. You see that? Almost like fried chicken. You want to fry the edges. This has already been on for like 10-15 minutes. It's on low. I just like to have it heated before I just right away put it in there. And so you just literally slide it in there and take all this with you, the flour. Then all you have to do is literally take your seasoning packets. This is the Au Jus gravy one, and sprinkle it all around. Use the whole entire packet. Because of how good this will taste, you guys, like, people are gonna think you're like the best cook ever in the whole wide world, but literally this is it. And then you put your whole stick of butter, and I like to put about 5 or 6, especially when they're this big, and you just like lay them anywhere in the pot. And if you want, you could take the butter and squish it around. Put some over here, put some over there, put some right here, and call it a day. That is all you have to do. And this will be in the crock pot for maybe 8 hours. So I would suggest doing this early in the morning or late at night when you go, before you go to bed, so that in the morning, if you're an early bird, it'll be done and you guys can have it for breakfast. You can eat it with whatever you like. We'll be back in 8 hours to see how this turns out. So this is what it looks like after 6 hours. Yes, it's almost done. This is when I would suggest adding any type of vegetable or like potatoes if you like. I don't usually put anything in here because it just tastes good like that, and sometimes like carrots and all that can actually change the flavor. If you don't want to put anything in here, I suggest not opening it and literally just keeping it closed so that it cooks thoroughly. So see you guys in a couple hours for the final product, for the final result. Really? See you guys in a couple hours. This is what it looks like when the roast is done. My family and I usually eat it with rice, if you can see that in the video. But you can eat it with mashed potatoes, or you can eat it as like a sandwich, a pulled beef sandwich or something like that, and it tastes just as good. It's all about preference. So good luck, you guys. I hope it turns out good, and let me know in the comments how you did. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.